أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى أهله وصحبه ومن والاه رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله تعالى وبركاته.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته.
ما شاء الله. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who's given us the opportunity to be here this morning. We ask Allah to bless all of us. We ask Allah to forgive all of our sins.
Ameen.
And we ask Allah to unite all of our hearts.
Ameen.
Define our goals.
Ameen.
We ask Allah to purify our intentions.
Ameen.
And we ask Allah to unite all of us with the messengers and the righteous ones in Jannatul Firdaus.
Ameen.
Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen.
Rabbil Alameen.
Ramadan Mubarak.
Ramadan Mubarak.
As usual. May Allah bless all of you for joining us this morning. May Allah bless you and your parents and your families. May Allah forgive all of our sins.
Ameen.
We're going to begin with some recitation of the words of Allah from the Quran, inshallah. As usual, my name is Mubarak, and with me this morning is
Sister Hikmah Laraja.
Inshallah, Sister Hikmah Laraja. I'm going to have Sister Hikmah, I didn't tell you this before, but I'm going to have you recite from the Quran for us this morning. It's not a quiz for you, so just so we can begin with the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Alright, Bismillah, tafaddal.
Does it matter how much is read?
Just like you always tell people, you can read whatever you want to read, and just begin with the name of Allah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم. ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة ومما رزقناهم ينفقون والذين يؤمنون بما أنزل إليك وما أنزل من قبلك وبالآخرة هم يوقنون أولئك على هدى من ربهم وأولئك هم المفلحون.
ما شاء الله, جزاكم الله خيرا. That wasn't challenging, right?
I would have preferred a heads up.
Yeah,
I could have easily picked the place I wanted to read.
That's fine. Alhamdulillah. May Allah bless you and reward you with every single letter in the Quran. By the way, what surah was that?
Surah Baqarah.
Surah Al-Baqarah. Alright, alhamdulillah, we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless us and put barakah on today's show. Ameen Ya Rabbil Alameen. This is our show. This is your show, Al-Ikhtibaar 2018. We want to say a big thank you to all of those who support us financially, those who support us morally and spiritually as well by making dua for us on a daily basis. We ask Allah to bless all of you, and we ask Allah to reward you immensely, inshallah. Let's take our first caller for today. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you doing?
MashaAllah, alhamdulillah, I'm doing very good. How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great.
Very good. Can you please tell us your name, sir, and where you're calling from?
My name is Safan Abbasi. I'm calling from Bear Creek area.
MashaAllah, Mr. Safan. Tell us, please, what's your favorite surah in the Quran?
Oh man, it's a tough question, bro. Should I be
That's-
honest or should I tell you what you want to hear?
Tell me what do you think?
Be honest.
All right, be honest.
I love Surah Ikhlas, to be honest. No, I'm being serious. I'm dead serious.
Surah Al-Ikhlas.
Yes.
All right, Bismillah, please. Read Surah Al-Ikhlas in the best, most beautiful voice you can, please.
Oh, bro, that's all you, man. I don't got that beautiful voice.
Inshallah, you just do your best. All right, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Let's go.
I got it. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Say أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
You said it for me, brother. All right.
Good one, man.
أعوذ
Good one.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد.
MashaAllah. MashaAllah. Just so we can keep track, Hafiz, honey, I just gave it up.
Hafiz Safwan, how old are you?
How old am I?
Yes.
21.
21, okay.
Is that your true age?
He's being honest.
Yes, that's also Farhan's age.
Okay. All right. Let's do your Islamic studies portion then, inshallah.
Okay, Hafiz Safwan, please pick a number from 1 through 16.
Am I supposed to just keep it in my head, or do I tell you as well?
Tell me the number you want.
14.
14, okay. Musa alayhi salam was asked to marry this person's daughter. In return, Musa would have been sheltered for 8 to 10 years. Who was this person?
Oh man, name's not coming to my mind.
All right, come on. That's a pretty average, what's it called, question. Musa alayhi salatu wasalam, he married one of the daughter of this person. I'm sure you know the story. You know the surah, as a matter of fact. MashaAllah. So come on, let's see what you get. What's your best answer? What's your best guess?
Well, honestly, no name is coming to my mind. Oh, wait.
Come on.
Was it Prophet's daughter?
I believe so. Yes.
Was it Shu'aib?
Yes.
There you go. MashaAllah. Very good. Shu'aib.
Oh man, really, bro? I just took a wild guess, man.
Alhamdulillah, you're on the road. But I'm not gonna let you go too easy, okay? We have people who are watching who would like to, because many people may not know that that's Shu'aib alayhi salatu wasalam, who's also a prophet. So I'm gonna ask you to read, or basically to give me an evidence, give me a proof to let us know in the Quran when Allah talks about when Musa alayhi salatu wasalam married this person's daughter. Like what surah is it in, or read an ayah from the Quran or the surah.
You do realize that Musa's story comes the most often, right? It could be in many different places, man.
You're right. All right, so let's narrow it down. This specific incident is in Surah Al-Qasas, okay?
Okay.
All right, so Allah says in the Quran, I'm going to read an ayah. I want you to read what comes after that. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. Here's a random Quran question. قالت إحداهما يا أبت استأجر إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين.
God, man, my Quran's cooked.
Of course it is.
It's okay. Take your time and hurry up.
Okay. Can you read it one more time?
Sure. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. قالت إحداهما يا أبت استأجر إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قالت إحداهما يا أبت استأجر إن خير من استأجرت القوي الأمين. قال إني أريد أن أنكحك إحدى ابنتي هاتين على أن تأجرني 8 حجج فإن أتممت 10 فمن عندك وما أريد أن أشق عليك ستجدني إن شاء الله من الصالحين.
One more ayah.
قال ذلك بيني وبينك أيما الأجلين قضيت فلا عدوان علي والله على ما نقول وكيل.
MashaAllah. Takbir.
Allahu Akbar.
Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah. So we kind of gave it up. I called you Hafiz Saf'an. Can you tell us, how much of the Quran have you memorized?
Obviously 30, right? Or is that not up? How much do I know?
Yeah. No. You're good. So because of the level you're on, okay, we're gonna bump up the question and then bump up the prize as well, inshallah. Okay.
Oh, bro, this is too much for me, man.
I'm sorry. Hey, I know, man. You are first callers who appreciate your help. What chapter is Surah Al-Qasas in the Quran? What chapter is it? What number is it?
Is it 80? Oh, no, that's too much.
Come on, just
But we don't memorize with the numbers.
yeah, you can kind of figure it out. 18 is Kahf, for example. So what's your best guess?
27.
27 is Surah An-Naml.
Okay, so then just the wrong one after that.
Exactly. MashaAllah. 28. Good job. MashaAllah. May Allah bless you and increase your knowledge. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
May Allah bless you for teaching the younger generation how to read the Quran as well. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
All right. On behalf of Al-Ikhtibaar, Brother Safan Abbasi, we want to gift you with not only a $20 gift card for your efforts with the Quran and with Islamic knowledge. We're also actually going to give you, we have a cool vacuum cleaner that's, I believe, designed for people like you. You're going to enjoy it, inshallah.
What do you mean by people like me, man?
You know what I'm talking about. We'll leave that low key, inshallah, okay?
Alright, inshallah.
All right, Jazakumullah khairan. May Allah bless you and we'll keep in touch with you for your gift, inshallah.
Inshallah, jazakallah khair.
Wa iyaakum. Barakallahu feek. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, mashallah. Brother Safan Abbasi, may Allah reward you for your efforts, inshallah. So I kind of picked on him a little bit. All right, what do you think about that?
I have no words.
You have no words?
Wallahi, I have no words.
That's cool. Sometimes it's good to pick on each other like that. MashaAllah. I mean, Allah's blessed him with a very good gift, and that's something we all recommend. This is the month of the Quran. MashaAllah. He didn't tell us, by the way, that he's a hafiz, but knowing each other, because this is a brother from Houston, Texas as well. MashaAllah, we recognize the knowledge Allah has given to him and the efforts he puts in to give back to the community as well. When you hear that term hafiz, what comes to your mind as a Muslim?
Someone who's completed the Quran.
Okay, and what degree or what's what I'm looking for? What difference does it make? I mean, what level does that place you as a hafiz of the Quran? Someone who's memorized the Quran.
Well, it's like you now have the Quran inside your very head. You've memorized every single bit of it. You know it very well. So I think that puts you to a very high level. And I believe on the Day of Judgment, hafiz, they get a crown upon their head. Yeah, and they get to choose a certain amount of people that they want to take the Jannah with them. So seeing that, you can definitely tell that memorizing the Quran, like having fully memorized the Quran, is a very high honor. It's not like necessarily a must, but it's to be able to complete that. That's a total of 30 chapters, 114 surahs, roughly 600 to 800 something pages.
Alaikum salam wa barakatuh. We've got a next call on the line. Who do we have here, please?
My name is Fatima.
MashaAllah, Sister Fatima. Sister Fatima, how you doing this morning?
I'm doing great, alhamdulillah. How are you doing?
We're doing very good, alhamdulillah. Jazakumullah khairan. How old are you, Sister Fatima?
Yeah?
How old are you, please?
How old am I? I am 17 years old.
She's 17. And how much of the Quran have you memorized?
I'm sorry, did you say 13 or 17?
I said I'm 17.
17.
I have good ears, Ikma. All right. MashaAllah. How much of the Quran have you memorized, man?
Alhamdulillah, I memorized all of the Quran.
Alhamdulillah. MashaAllah. We're on the road today. MashaAllah. A hafiz and a hafidah. Alhamdulillah. What's your favorite surah in the Quran, Sister Fatima?
My favorite surah? Surah Kahf?
Surah Al-Kahf. That's the third person who's going to get Surah Kahf. All right. Can you please recite for us any portion from Surah Kahf as much as you please?
Yeah.
All right. Bismillah. A'udhu billah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. الحمد لله الذي أنزل على عبده الكتاب ولم يجعل له عوجا قيما لينذر بأسا شديدا من لدنه يبشر المؤمنين الذين يعملون الصالحات أن لهم أجرا حسنا ماكثين فيه أبدا وينذر الذين قالوا اتخذ الله ولدا ما لهم به من علم ولا لآبائهم كبرت كلمة تخرج من أفواههم إن يقولون إلا كذبا فلعلك باخع نفسك على آثارهم إن لم يؤمنوا بهذا الحديث أسفا إنا جعلنا ما على الأرض زينة لها لنبلوهم أيهم أحسن عملا وإنا لجاعلون ما عليها صعيدا جرزا.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, Tabarakallah. Good job. May Allah bless you and reward you with every single letter in the Quran. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Amen.
All right, let's go ahead and pick your number for Islamic studies, inshallah.
Sister Fatima, can you please pick a number from 1 through 16?
I'll go with number 9.
Number 9.
Number 9. Okay. Which prophet served notorious twin cities where people were lewd and immoral?
I'm sorry, can you please repeat that?
Can you repeat that? You have a louder voice.
All right, obviously. All right, number 9 says, which prophet served notorious twin cities where people were lewd, L-E-W-D, and immoral?
That sounds like the story of Prophet Luke.
You're correct.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
All right, since you're also a Hafidha, I guess today is our pick on the Hufad day. What exactly was the main, you can say, crime that the people of Lut, alayhi salam, used to commit that Allah rebuked them for?
The people of Lut used to pair themselves with the same gender.
Very good. Very good. All right. So, Sister Fatima, to wrap up your random Quran questions so we can bump up your prize, inshallah, there are many parts in the Quran that talk about the story of Prophet Lut. Do you agree with me, right?
Yeah.
Very good. I want you to either pick one of those parts as whatever part you want that talks about the story of Prophet Lut, or you can read from the story in the Surah Hud, if that's okay with you. But that's fine. Just read any random portion from the Quran that talks about the story of Prophet Lut alayhi salatu wasalam and what his people used to do.
Would you like me to read one first, or just?
It's up to you. Whatever pleases you.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم وجعلنا عاليها سافلها وأمطرنا عليهم حجارة من سجيل.
MashaAllah. All right, good.
If it was about Lut, it counts.
If it was about Lut, it counts.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What does that ayah mean? Tell us something about that ayah.
That ayah is actually talking about the punishment of the people of Lut. It's talking about Allah talking about how He made their ground, their skies, because He split their city upside down.
Very good. Very good. MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. You've earned it, man. You earned it. I was trying to get a little bit further. But inshallah, Jazakumullah khairan, Sister Fatima. On behalf of Al-Ikhtibaar and all of those who support our show, we're going to gift you with a $20 gift card. We're going to give you a very beautiful pashmina on behalf of Ar-Razaq, Abaya and Stuff, Mrs. Adesha Khan. Let's see, what else do we have? We're also going to give you a Quran, a translation of the Quran. And I'm glad, mashallah, you're keeping up with not only memorizing the Quran, but understanding the meaning as well. May Allah bless you and your family. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
MashaAllah. Jazakumullah khairan. We're going to follow up with you on how to pick up your gift, inshallah.
وإياكم.
Assalamu
جزاكم الله
alaikum
خيرا.
wa iyaakum wa iyaakum. Alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. So, Sister Hikmat, tell us, why do you think it's also important not only memorizing the Quran, but also understanding the meaning or the general idea of what the surahs or the ayahs are talking about?
Well, to be honest with me right now, I'm mainly focused on memorizing. I haven't really been going over the meaning, but I feel like it is important because, for example, if you were reading just a book, any book, normally books are in English, so you know what it's talking about. And to really enjoy a book and to really be drawn into the book, you have to know what it means. Sometimes you pick up a book and you're reading it and you just don't understand it. So I guess the Quran obviously is in Arabic, so if you understand what you're saying, if you understand the meaning, that's actually how some people pick their favorite surahs. They pick the meaning, you know, and also the Quran has a lot of stories to tell. In Surah, I believe, Alam, or Qamar, there's a specific part where Allah is telling them that, you know, in the Quran, there are signs, there are warnings of things not to do, things to do. So it's telling you that in this Quran, in the book that Allah has sent for you, there are many things you can learn from it.
Very good.
It's pretty much a history book, a book about the many prophets, a book about Allah, your Lord, the angels, Shaitan, and all that stuff. It's really something to learn from. And for someone who doesn't understand the Arabic language, it's nice to have an English translation. So maybe after you're done memorizing something, you can easily see, what did I just read? Comprehend what you just read. And I feel like personally, it would make memorizing so much easier if you could understand what you were saying.
MashaAllah. Jazakumullah khairan. Jazakumullah khairan. All right, let's see our next call on the line, please. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum assalam. Go ahead.
Excuse me, can you please turn down the volume of your Facebook or YouTube?
Excuse me, can you please turn down the volume of your Facebook or YouTube?
I can't lie, I have a wonderful voice.
MashaAllah.
Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
Hello? We can hear you. Can you hear us? Yes?
Yeah, do me a favor. Since we're talking over the phone as well, you're already live. Just turn down the volume of whatever device you're using to watch the show. You good?
Sure.
All right, alhamdulillah. Tell us your name, please.
My name is Habibullah.
MashaAllah, brother Habibullah. How you doing this morning?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. Brother Habibullah, how old are you, please? What's your age?
I'm 10.
MashaAllah. Brother Habibullah is 10 years old. And how much of the Quran have you memorized?
About 4 juz.
About 4 juz. MashaAllah. I like how you said about 4 juz. So that means you're still in the process, right?
Yes.
Gosh, may Allah make it easier for you. Just a personal question. Did you begin from Juz 1, Surah Al-Fatiha, Baqarah, or did you begin from Juz Amma?
Juz Amma.
MashaAllah. Good job. Good job. All right. So we're gonna ask you your random question. But first, what's your favorite surah so far in the Quran?
Surah Al-Muhammad.
Hey, Surah Muhammad. We talked about that yesterday, right? All right, good. Brother Habibullah, can you please recite for us any portion from Surah Muhammad?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله أن الله أعمالهم
Say one more time.
أعمالهم
No, from the beginning. الذين كفروا.
الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله أن الله أعمالهم
I want you to slow down, okay? Say it again. الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله.
الذين كفروا وصدوا عن سبيل الله أضل أعمالهم.
Yes. أضل أعمالهم. Let's go. والذين
آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وآمنوا بما نزل على محمد وهو حق من ربهم كفر عنهم سيئاتهم وأصلح بالهم.
MashaAllah, very good.
MashaAllah.
First two ayahs from Surah Muhammad. Let me ask you, why do you like that surah so much?
Because it's talking about the Prophet Muhammad.
Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Very good. May Allah bless you and make you meet Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam in Jannat al-Firdaus. Say Ameen. And me too, and our family members as well. All right, go ahead and pick your question, please, for Islamic knowledge.
Okay, Brother Abibullah, can you please pick a number from 1 through 16?
Number 10.
Number 10, okay. 1 second. Okay. So, the son of this prophet thought he could save himself, but Allah did not save him because he was a sinner. Which prophet's son are we talking about?
What did you say?
Okay, so this prophet, he had a son, and he thought he could save himself, but Allah didn't save him because he sinned. Which prophet was this?
Prophet Noah.
MashaAllah.
Prophet Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam. Very good. Good job, Brother Habibullah. So speak, Brother Habibullah, are you still there?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you a random question from the Quran, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna read an ayah from the Jews you've memorized so far that you told us, and I want you to read in a beautiful voice so myself, my sister, and all of our viewers and yourself can enjoy the recitation, inshallah, okay? Alright, you hear me?
Yes.
Alright. Yes, sir. Alright. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه أن أنذر قومك من قبل أن يأتيهم عذاب أليم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إنا أرسلنا نوحا إلى قومه أنذر قومك من قبل أن يأتهم عذاب عليم. قال يا قوم إني لكم نذير مبين أن اعبدوا الله واتقوا وأطيعون.
MashaAllah, very good. What surah was that you recited?
What did you say?
What's the name of the surah we tested you from? Very good.
Very
Surah
good.
An-Nuh. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Brother Habibullah, on behalf of all of those who support Al-Ikhtibaar, we're going to give you a $20 gift card. Say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. We also have a twin bed. It's a very nice bed that you can use by yourself, whether you go for itikaf, you and your parents, or your father, whatever the case may be. You can enjoy that as well, inshallah. And we're going to give you a translation of the Quran with a calendar as well, okay?
Okay.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. May Allah bless you with the Quran. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Let's take our next caller. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum. Alaikum salam. Can you hear me? Who's on the line, please? MashaAllah, Brother Abdurrahman. How you doing this morning?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Brother Abdurrahman, which surah do you want to recite for us this beautiful morning?
Surah Mulk.
Surah Al-Mulk. Alright, we are ready when you are. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. تبارك الذي بيده الملك وهو على كل شيء قدير. وهو العزيز الغفور الذي خلق 7 سماوات طباقا ما ترى في خلق الرحمن من تفاوت فارجع البصر هل ترى من فطور ثم ارجع البصر كرتين ينقلب إليك البصر خاشعا وهو حسير صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah, but Abdurrahman, Barakallahu fi, good job. MashaAllah, I love the way you read, MashaAllah, with a slow, beautiful, paced voice. May Allah bless you. Say Ameen. Ameen. All right, go ahead and pick your number, please, from 1 to...
1 through 16.
Number 3.
Number 3. Which prophet could interpret dreams? Which prophet could interpret dreams? If you had a dream, you told it to him, and he could tell you exactly what it meant.
Prophet Yusuf.
Yes.
Prophet Yusuf, alayhi salatu wasalam. Very good. Good job. Alhamdulillah. By the way, tell us what story in the Quran do we know of when Prophet Yusuf, alayhi salatu wasalam, interpreted a dream? Do you know?
No.
You don't know? Okay. All right. That's a good try. I'm going to give you a hint. Inshallah, you can always give us a call back. I want you to read Surah Yusuf. It's the 12th chapter in the Quran. Quran chapter 12. I want you to read it, study it, and you can give us a call back, and mashallah, we'll discuss it, inshallah, so that way we can learn more about Prophet Yusuf, alayhi salatu wasalam. We're cool?
Okay.
Inshallah. Barakallahu feek, Brother Abdurrahman. We'll be expecting your call, 713-909-5491. We want to use this moment to say a big thank you, not only to the Hufadh and the Hafiz, the Hufadh, those who memorize the Quran on the boys and the girls' side, for participating this morning. But we also want to thank those of you who are watching online as well on Facebook and YouTube. We want to thank those who are supporting us, those who make dua for us. Let's take our next call, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
Alaikum assalam. Who's on the line, please?
Aisha Rufai.
MashaAllah. Sister Aisha Rufai, how you doing this morning?
Good, alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Sister Aisha, tell us please, how old are you?
12.
12.
You have to
Good.
think about that.
And how much of the Quran have you memorized, Sister Aisha?
10 juzuz.
How many juz?
10.
10. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah, good. May Allah bless you and reward you with every single letter in the Quran. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Ameen. Sister Aisha, tell us please, what's your favorite surah in the Quran?
Surah Al-Qasas.
Surah Al-Qasas, MashaAllah. We talked about that this morning briefly. Can you please recite for us, Sister Aisha, any portion from Surah Al-Qasas?
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اسلك يدك في جيبك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء واضمم إليك جناحك من الرهب فذلك برهانان من ربك إلى فرعون وملئه إنهم كانوا قوما فاسقين قال ربي إني قتلت منهم نفسا فأخاف أن يقتلون وأخي هارون هو أفصح مني لسانا فأرسله معي رد أن يصدقني إني أخاف أن يكذبون.
MashaAllah.
قال
You want to keep going or you صدق الله العظيم?
صدق الله
العظيم.
العظيم.
MashaAllah. I'll take that route too. MashaAllah. All right, Sister Aisha, good job, man. MashaAllah. I love the way you recited. That's very good. Surah Al-Qasas. All right, pick your number from...
Sister Aisha, please pick a number from 1 through 16.
Number 5.
Number 5. Okay. Which prophet traveled with Khidr in search of knowledge?
Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wasalam.
Very good.
Very good.
Very good. Prophet Musa alayhi salatu wassalam. Good job. All right, so Sister Aisha, we're gonna bump up your prize, and I want you to tell me this this question. I'm gonna try to make it up, and I want you to follow with me, okay? Are you with me? You hear me, so? Okay. So the prophet who traveled with Khidr alayhi salam in search of knowledge was Prophet Musa, right? There's a surah which is among the surahs you've memorized so far, alhamdulillah, that ends with the word Musa. That surah ends with the word Musa. Can you please read the ayah of the last surah or tell me what surah that is?
Surah Al-Layl.
Surah Al-Layl. Let me look that up. Surah Al-Layl ends with the ayah وَلَا سَوْفَ يَرْضَى. One more try, come on.
Is that Sabbih Isma Rabbika Al-A'la?
Good job, mashallah, correct. Now, the last ayah in the surah is what?
Sister Aisha?
She's reading ahead.
Yes.
Oh.
Take your time. The last ayah in the surah in Surah Al-A'la is? Alhamdulillah, mashallah. Good job, Sister Aisha. I like that. Do you like that question, by the way?
Yeah.
There you go. Makes you think a little bit. Someone says too easy. I don't think that's pretty easy. Give us a call, all right? GMG fam. All right. Sister Aisha, on behalf of Al-Ikhtibaar and all of those who support our show, here's what you're gonna get this morning. You're gonna get a good gift for Eid. We'll give you a $20 gift card. All right. We're also going to give you we have a bed sheet cover. It's a very beautiful, it's a brand new bed sheet cover. We're going to give you that as well. And we're going to give you a pashmina on behalf of Ar-Razaq, Abaya, and stuff.
Wow, jazakallahu khairan.
Wa iyyakum, Sister Aisha. May Allah bless you and reward you with every single letter in the Quran. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Alhamdulillah, jazakumullah khairan. Alhamdulillah for all, you okay? For all of those who've called in this morning, we want to say a big thank you, and we want to take a moment to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for making this show possible. We want to thank all of the guests we've invited so far. Actually, Sister Hikmah, we've had Sheikh Qasim Balla on the show. We've had Imam Abdurrahman Adey Shakan. May Allah bless all of you and increase all of us in knowledge as we gain through learning and by quizzing our knowledge, inshallah, on the show. We want to say a special thank you to those who support us financially to be able to put a smile on the faces of the students who are learning the Quran, memorizing the Quran. We want to say a big thank you to Alaji Kamaruddin Abidogun, Jazakumullah khairan for your help. We want to say a big thank you to Alaji Shodake, Jazakumullah khairan. I'm going to take my time and go through the list because all of you are very, very special and dear to us. Alaji Awqay, Jazakumullah khairan. Brother Farhan Siddiqui, appreciate your help. Brother Hamza, Jazakallah khairan for all of your technical tips. May Allah bless you as well. The producer for this show, Mr. Abdul Latif Bello, Jazakallah khairan. May Allah bless you and your family. Ameen. We want to say a big thank you to Alaji Kazim, inshallah. Jazakumullah khairan. His son, Brother Abdurrahman Kazim, may Allah bless you as well. Mr. Bala Giwa, all of you, whether you're watching or you're not watching, we're going to keep sending du'as for you. May Allah bless you and your family and accepts your donation and your support as an act of ibadah. Ameen Rabbil Alameen. Mr. Alaji Mashal Sulaiman. All right, may Allah bless you. Appreciate your help. The Islamic Dawah Center, I don't know why I said Islamic, but Islamic Dawah Center, they donated so much to us, from Quran to calendars and some other amazing things. May Allah bless you as well and increase the center in barakah as well. Mama Khalif, Jazakumullah khairan. Alaji Adagun, we appreciate your support. May Allah bless you as well. We want to say a big thank you to Mrs. Oladejo, that's my mom. MashaAllah, she gave us 3 bags of rice and noodles. MashaAllah, alhamdulillah, so good, by the way. We want to say a big thank you to Al-Hajj Ajiro Tutu. MashaAllah, we appreciate your help as well. From your suhoor to your iftar, MashaAllah, always looking good from Ansar Deen. Alaji Yoguma Dede, inshallah, my very good friend Baba Legba, Barakallahu Fik. Abu Bilal, all the way from Nasfat, MashaAllah, Nasfat, Houston, Texas. Jazakumullah khairan for your help. Alaji Ujugbele, we will never forget your help. Jazakumullah khairan. We also want to thank all of those who send their du'as our way. It goes a long way. He goes a long way when you support us with your donations, and we really want to thank you as well. Let's put it this way: memorizing the Quran seems to be the real theme for today. All right, I know you're not nervous because you kind of make that sigh of, "Hey, here we go, Mubarak again." All right, so mashallah, we've had a few callers on the show today. From your opinion, what's the trend you notice about people memorizing the Quran in terms of the age, and what you notice about that?
It's different.
Exactly. So I guess my point is, we've noticed a lot of young folks are memorizing the Quran. Right? What do you have to say about that in terms of what age should you start memorizing the Quran? What
There is
difference
no
is
age.
it? There is no
Age.
There's no age.
Actually, I have this friend. He claims that apparently he's too old to start memorizing the Quran. But the thing is, he's the same age as me. He says because he didn't start really, really early. So I'm just gonna say this out here.
Okay.
He bases every single thing he has on pure facts. So he's a scientific type of guy, right? So he claims that every single year, your brain apparently depletes somehow, and it makes it harder to memorize. And in my head, I'm thinking, okay, if that's supposedly true, you're 12. The Prophet was 40 when he started memorizing. So what's up with that? I honestly don't believe that there is a specific age to memorizing the Quran. Plus, if that is true, that your brain would be depleting. Okay, our Lord, Allah gave us our brain. Do you really think he would limit when we could start memorizing the Quran? Like, if you don't start at this very age, you're never going to be able to memorize it at all. You're never going to be able to. You can literally start whenever you want. Small, as little as. If you can start looking at the Quran and reading it, you can start memorizing it.
MashaAllah.
It's simple as that.
MashaAllah. Jazakallah khair. That's a very good point you mentioned. And I kind of want those of you who are watching online on Facebook or YouTube, I want you to kind of tell me what's the youngest age of a hafiz that you know? Someone who has memorized the Quran, right? What's the youngest you know of? So for example, so far we've had someone who's called today who's a hafiz who is you said 7. You know someone who's 7 years has memorized the Quran. MashaAllah, Allahu Akbar. All right, somebody said 10. See? Someone who's 10 has memorized the Quran, right? So age is not a barrier, right?
It's not.
Whether you're young or you're old. I've heard about a 50-year-old who started memorizing the Quran at the age of 50.
And then also, when you think about it, if you're gonna say, if you think about it like, oh, I'm getting too old to start memorizing the
Assalamu
Quran.
alaikum. 1 second, please. Yes.
If you think it as I'm getting too old to start memorizing the Quran, every single second and minute and day that you're telling yourself that, you're getting even older. So it's not really making a difference.
So get to work, right?
So get to work.
MashaAllah. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum
Salam. Very good. Who do we have on the line, please?
Fatima.
MashaAllah. Sister Fatima. Sister Fatima, how you doing this morning?
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Do me a favor, please. We've had another Fatima today. What's your last name, ma'am?
A-R-E.
Yeah, how do you spell it?
A-R-E.
A-R-E.
She
Oh,
just
I
told
didn't hear
you.
that. I didn't hear that. My bad. All right.
Bar.
Good job. Sister Fatima, how old are you, please?
It's Zinat.
Where did I get Fatima from? I'm sorry. Zinat Are, right?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Alhamdulillah, Sister Zina. Sorry about that mix up. Sister Zina, how old are you, please?
17.
17, alhamdulillah. And how much of the Quran have you memorized?
3 juz.
3 juz, alhamdulillah. Very good. May Allah bless you and make it easy for you to complete the memorization. Say Ameen.
Ameen.
Personal question, did you begin from the first juz or juz amma?
Juz amma.
Juz amma, very good. All right, Sister Zina, what's your favorite surah so far in the Quran?
I don't think I have a favorite.
You don't think you have a favorite? Very good. I'll pick one for you that's going to be a favorite. Um, this is a surah from Juz Amma, um, Surah Al-A'la. All right, we'll talk about that today. Surah Al-A'la. Do you like that so far? Is it pretty good for you?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Can you please recite for us any portion from Surah Al-A'la?
Okay.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Okay. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أهوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah.
MashaAllah. Good job. Good job. May Allah make it easy for you to understand, implement, and teach the Quran. Say Ameen. Ameen. Good job. All right, let's go ahead and do your Islamic knowledge quiz, please.
Sister Zina, I believe.
Yes.
Can you please pick a number from 1 through 16?
16.
Okay. This prophet is credited with using iron for the first time. Who was the prophet? This specific prophet used iron for the first time. Who was he?
What do you think? What do you think? What's your best guess? Which prophet are we talking about?
Hud.
Prophet who? You said Hud?
Yeah.
Close.
So close. I'll give you a hint. Okay, the last part was so, like, it rhymes. The names rhyme together.
So it's not Hud. It's not Hud, alayhi salatu wasalam. It's another prophet. What else do you think?
What's the hint again?
Okay, you just said Prophet Hud, right?
Alayhi salam.
Alayhi salatu wasalam.
Mm-hmm.
The prophet that answers this question, his name rhymes with that.
So he has a D in his name?
Does he have a D in his name?
Yes.
Okay,
Come on.
You're incredibly close.
Time is ticking.
I'm doing it. It's here. It's in my head somewhere.
Is it- What's your final answer?
Starts with a D, rhymes with Hud. It is prophet.
That's okay.
It's the same hint. It's the same hint.
Lut.
Prophet Lut? No. We've talked about Prophet Lut today, alayhi salatu wasalam. He's not the answer to this question. I'm going to give you one final try. This prophet was an iron bender. Allah gave him the ability to bend irons. He was the first one to do a lot with irons and metals. Do you know? If you're not sure, say it again.
My head.
All right, we're going to tell you, and I want you to say it again.
I'm coming.
I think, yeah, she said no.
I know it.
I know you know it, Sister Zina. I just want you to say it. I can reach in your head and get it out.
Okay.
I'm gonna count down from 5. Okay.
You said he's close to Hood, right?
Yes.
Close to Hood.
5,
Oh.
4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll give up.
Ah.
You know what? I don't like that term. I give up. I don't like that term. I give up. You shouldn't give up. You should keep trying. Hikmah, what's the answer?
Prophet Dawood.
Did you hear that, Sister Zina? Oh my God, that burns, right? That burns when you know the answer in your mind. Prophet Dawood. By the way, just so I can make sure you know, Prophet Dawood. This is just a bonus question. I'm gonna have you call back, inshallah, so we can give you your prize. Prophet Dawood, alayhi salatu wasalam, had a son. right? You know what his son's name was?
Suleiman.
Exactly. See that you do know the question, right? Sometimes, you know what's funny? Let me give you this trick. When you read Surah Al-A'la, the ayah you stopped on was "Sanuqri'uka fala tansa." So that's a beautiful dua. May Allah make it easy for you to remember, so you will not forget. All right. So make that dua, inshallah, and we ask Allah to increase all of us in knowledge. May Allah bless you and your family, Sister Zina. You can always give us a call back, okay? So first, I'm glad you learned. You learned, inshallah. I mean, now you refresh your memory on Prophet Dawood alayhi salatu wasalam, and you can always give us a call back and, mashallah, share from answering any of the Quran or Islamic knowledge questions that we have as well, inshallah. We do have some time for those who are commenting on YouTube, mashallah. Somebody actually mentioned when we talked about it that, let's see, there's an old lady that comes to the madrasa and reads the lesson to the teacher. So an older lady, right? Not giving up on age, not letting anything be a barrier to, oh, I can't do it. Oh, man, I'm too old. Somebody said they have a nephew who's 10 years, who's a hafiz of the Quran. Right? So it's different range, different spectrum, right? By the way, you mentioned a very good point. What significance it is to note that Prophet ﷺ became a prophet at the age of 40, which means the first ayah revealed in the Quran was when he was 40, and he didn't finish memorizing the Quran until he was 63. It took him 23 years, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. You know, my teacher would always say, no matter how long it takes you to memorize the Quran, it's not about the timeline. It's about keeping up with the journey and enjoying the process.
Exactly. Also the journey and also the end result.
And the result.
Exactly. Because you may think, oh my gosh, 23 years. That is a lot, man.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, did you get it done?
Exactly.
Did you get it done? Yes, you did.
Mashallah.
Doesn't matter if you did it in 2 years, 1 year, 23 years.
Mashallah.
It's still the same.
And at the end of the day, the day of judgment, when Allah resurrects everybody and gives them the award and the prizes for you and your parents and your family, there's no discrimination of,
exactly.
Man, you took...
For example, right now you can say, oh, I only took 2 years to memorize and you took like 5 years. Obviously, I'm better. When it comes to the day of judgment, you're both getting the same thing.
Exactly.
So there is no I'm better, no.
So on the day of judgment, actually, guess what determines what's different? Allah will tell everybody, recite, right? And your last position, see, here's a beautiful thing. You recite, and for every ayah you recite, your level increases in Jannah, right? And your last level will be whatever ayah you stop on.
Why would you ever want to stop?
Well, meaning whatever ayah you were stuck on, technically, right? That's what it is. But nobody would want to stop. Exactly. So Allah will tell you to recite. But then people are about to say, Allah make it easier for you to keep up with the recitation, inshallah. So that's a beautiful thing for all of us to look up to. If there's anybody here who is memorizing the Quran, maybe you're in the process or you're not done yet, somebody wants us to ask an online question.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't need that. Quran Rush. What did you call that again?
You call it Fast Fingers, I believe. And I called it something Rush. Quran Rush.
Who is Rush? Okay, let's
Question
go.
Rush.
Question Rush.
What we're going to be doing is in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, we are in the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, because normally there's no time.
Yeah.
So
let's see. For those who are watching online, Jazakallah khairan for Allah's Hukami destiny for that reminder. Let's quickly get our Quran Rush. Come on.
You have to pick the number. I hope
I have to pick number.
Yes, because I already know the question.
I picked number 5.
It's already been taken.
I picked number...
From 1 through 15.
I picked number 13.
Okay. This is for everybody. The Quran indicates that no prophet was ever slain. However, the Bible says this Baptist was beheaded. Who was he? Pretty much the Quran says that no prophet was ever killed or slain, right? But in the Bible, it says that a specific prophet, he was beheaded, cut off his head.
What's the answer? Somebody said Isa alayhi salam.
Which question was it?
13.
No. Somebody said John. I do not. That's
John the Baptist.
John the Baptist. That's not the answer.
It's not the answer?
No. It's not Isa. Ooh, I think we got everybody stumped.
John the Baptist. That's not the answer? Number 13?
Oh, it is. Who answered that? Who answered that?
13.
I'm sorry. I was looking at the Arabic name. Yes, it's John the Baptist. But on here, they put it as Yahya.
Yahya alayhi salam.
I think I remember that. Wasn't his father? It wasn't at the time where like him and his father ran to like a tree, and then Zakaria went inside a tree or something like that. I believe that's what I heard from Islamic studies. Apparently, Yahya and okay,
Alayhi
I
salam.
probably heard this. I'm mixing it up. Yahya and Zakaria. They were in a masjid or some sort of something, and people were coming. But I know that for a fact they were running. They were running away from something, and I know that my friends know Zakaria as also as not like the man that was stuck in a tree, but I know for a fact Zakaria was like in a tree, or either he turned to a tree or he was in a tree. But I know it was from running away from kidnappers, like people trying to get him. And Yahya wasn't with him at that time, so I'm guessing it would sort of make sense that Yahya was the one that was beheaded.
Okay.
But whoever answered that question,
That was for Olani Raju. If you can, start it at 6:30 and 7:30. Do us a favor, Mr. Olani Raju or Mrs. Olani Raju. Send us your information, please. You can leave it in the comments, and we'll follow up with you with your gift, mashallah, for the Quran or the quiz rush. May Allah bless all of you for your time. May Allah increase all of us in knowledge. May Allah forgive us all of our sins. Accept our efforts in the month of Ramadan. And Abdul Malik Salami, thank you. May Allah bless you for your time and increase all of us in knowledge. That's a very interesting version, a very interesting story that we can all research and learn more about.
I mean, I could be wrong, but that's what I heard.
Today we talk about the past prophets. So we ask Allah to bless all of you. May Allah shower His mercy upon all of us. In Jannatul Firdaus, one of the beautiful things is you get to unite with these prophets.
Exactly, and maybe we can even ask them their stories.
And learn from them and sit in their company. And may Allah make it easy for all of us. I mean, you have a final note before we make dua? Yes.
If we're meeting all the prophets, would we meet them like before, like in the state that they died? Because if Yahya was beheaded, like, would he still have his head on when we met him?
In Jannah, peaceful, no anger, no anguish, no form of disorder. By the way, well, before Jannah, everybody, Allah unites you back with your body. That's why it's Qiyamah. Right? Okay. So we're all going to be in our perfect body. And especially if we're in Jannah, obviously, that's the most beautiful scene. And there's only one way to find out. May Allah make all of us do enough good deeds and shower His mercy upon us to unite us in Jannatul Firdaus. Jazakumullahu khairan. We wish we can do up to 7:15, but according to the rules of the producer, 6 to 7 a.m. is the time we kind of set. But I appreciate your enthusiasm. May Allah bless you and reward your efforts, inshallah. May Allah put barakah in the time we spent to learn more about His book and the Sunnah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, especially this morning after Salatul Fajr. May Allah forgive us all of our sins. رَبَّنَا آتِنَا فِي الدُّنْيَا حَسَنَةً وَفِي الْآخِرَةِ حَسَنَةً وَقِنَا عَذَابَ النَّارِ. Actually, a very good point. For those who have passed away, no matter what situations, whether at home, at the hospital, any car accidents, any other tragic incidents, may Allah forgive them their sins, give their family members patience, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite all of us back in Jannatul Firdaus. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Before we exit, would you please tell the audience what our fastest fingers winner has won?
What do you want to give him? That was your question. What do you want to give your fastest?
I don't have the list of.
All right, Mr. Abdul Malik Salami, if you can, we will, since you have your name at the comment section, we will personally reach out to you. And let's see. I'm going to just do this just for you, Hikmah, okay? We're going to give you, on behalf of our Al-Ikhtibaar and being the one who answered the Quran Rush question, you are going to get a bag of rice. You're going to get a bag of rice. And if you have a sister or a mother, all right, you're going to get a pashmina along with it, inshallah. That's for the Quran Rush. Jazakumullah khairan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.